glad to have you home. It's always such a joy to connect with you in this space. I have a collective message to share with you, and we'll be using the Energy Oracle cards to guide us. We're going to dive into what universe wants you to know right now. Just a little reminder, this message might not resonate with everyone, and that's perfectly okay. Take what feels right for you and leave the rest. So, let's jump right in and see what's coming through. I've already pulled some cards and started picking up on the energy. The person I'm connecting with today is someone who's been thinking about you nonstop. They're really feeling disappointed in themselves right now. This is someone who had a chance with you but didn't take it, and they regret that deeply. The card I pulled for this energy is the Thinking Man. This perfectly captures the person I'm tapping into here. They are deeply sensitive and emotional, but they hide it behind layers of logic and overthinking. Vulnerability feels so foreign to them, almost like something they've been taught to avoid at all costs. And when it comes to you, Divine Feminine, they've been holding back, hiding their heart and their true feelings. This person loves you deeply, more than they've ever let on, but they regret not showing it, not stepping forward when they had the chance. They're stuck in their thoughts, replaying everything over and over again, wondering why they didn't say or do more. And now it might feel like this connection is completely still, like nothing is moving between you. It could even feel like you'll never hear from them again, or that the bond you share has faded. But that's not the truth. This card tells me there's so much happening within them, even if you can't see it. They're wrestling with their emotions, their regrets, and the truth of how much you mean to them. This isn't the end of the story. It's a moment of reflection, a step toward opening their heart to you. I just pulled a card, and it's the Broken Heart. Divine Feminine, this card carries such a powerful message about your person's energy right now. It feels like they're in this space of emotional avoidance, especially in the 3D. You might feel like they're making no effort to connect with you. No communication, no outreach, nothing. It's like they're pretending you don't exist. But deep down, they can't really escape the connection. On the surface, they seem distant, but the truth is, they're getting so many signs about you. They feel so much, but they're holding it all inside. This person is fighting with deep emotions, and a lot of it ties back to unresolved pain from their past. It feels like they're carrying childhood wounds that they haven't healed, and it's holding them back in this connection. What's really coming through is that this person struggles to be at peace with their inner child and their emotions. They've spent so much time building walls and pretending to be someone they're not, trying to appear tough and unbothered. But underneath that exterior, they're incredibly sensitive. They're emotional, deeply caring, and protective of the people they love. They don't let many people see that side of them, if anyone at all. They've gotten so used to hiding behind this tough demeanor that even they sometimes forget how soft and emotional they really are inside. This energy feels so raw and so human, and it's such a big part of what they're working through right now. Okay, so here's the thing. They like to act tough, right? Like nothing bothers them, nothing gets under their skin. They come off all nonchalant, like they don't feel a thing. But let me tell you, that is so not the case. I'm picking up on some strong energy here. Leo and Sagittarius vibes for sure, maybe even Scorpio or Taurus. Now, this is someone who missed a big opportunity because they didn't speak up when they had the chance. They could have said something, but they held back. Wow. And here's the kicker. It's not just you they're hiding their feelings from. There's someone else in their life, a close family member or a lifelong friend, who knows them so well, and this person suspects what's going on. It's almost like this other person can see right through them, even though they're trying to keep everything under wraps. But when it comes to you, their emotions are impossible to hide. You bring something out of them that they can't control. They might be great at fooling everyone else. Don't get me wrong, they've perfected that act. But with you, and especially around this one person who knows them deeply, their feelings are so obvious. It's like their heart is on full display whenever you're mentioned or when they're around you. And no matter how hard they try to hide it, those emotions are written all over them. Now, this might not resonate for everyone, but I'm also picking up on something physical with this person. For some, there's an issue with their liver. I keep getting this image of yellowing in the eyes, which is often a sign of liver trouble. They might be experiencing pain or even dealing with something more serious like liver disease. And energetically, the liver is tied to anger. This person might be carrying a lot of anger, maybe even having bursts of frustration or rage, and it's all building up inside them. I just pulled the next one, and we have the hostilities card. This tells me your person is really struggling right now. There's so much inner conflict, and a lot of it comes down to emotions they've been suppressing for far too long. It's not just anger, it's all these buried feelings, especially the ones they have for you. They've been hiding their emotions for so long that it's starting to weigh heavily on them. This isn't healthy for them at all, and it's starting to show. For some of you, this emotional suppression could even be affecting their physical health, particularly their liver. They've been so focused on the wrong things, bad choices, unhealthy habits, and now they're at a point where something has to change. But here's the thing. This person is incredibly stubborn. They're so set in their ways that they don't even see a problem with how they're living or the way they hide their emotions. Even though keeping it all inside is clearly hurting them, they just won't let it show. And on top of that, they refuse to be alone. Instead of facing their feelings, they distract themselves and avoid any quiet moments that would force them to look inward. As I was tuning into this energy, the card that came forward was Rest and Rejuvenation. This tells me your person is someone who struggles with slowing down and being alone. They're constantly surrounding themselves with other people, trying to keep their mind busy and avoid what's really going on within. To be real, they're running from their own emotions. This person has a really hard time being alone, but right now, for some of you, they're being forced into that space. And let me tell you, they're feeling it. They're sitting with their emotions in a way they haven't before. For some of you, they might even be dealing with some kind of illness or going through a healing process. I'm picking up on something specific here, some health problem. What they don't realize is that this issue has deeper roots. It's connected to something spiritual. But here's the thing. I do see them healing. Whether they're seeing doctors or doing something to take care of themselves, they're also spending a lot of time alone. And in that quiet time, they're thinking about you. They're thinking about this connection, replaying everything in their mind, and feeling like they've completely messed it all up. They feel like they've ruined every chance to be with you. Honestly, they're carrying a lot of embarrassment about the choices they've made. It's like they're saying to themselves, how could I have made so many wrong decisions? And here's something else. This person got caught. Someone around them caught them looking you up on social media or trying to find out information about you. Maybe it was a friend, a coworker, or someone close to them, but someone definitely knows how they feel about you, even though you might not. And the thing is, they won't tell you. They just can't. It's not in their nature. It doesn't fit the image they've built for themselves. I just drew the deceit card, and let me tell you, this fits so perfectly with the energy I'm picking up right now. This is the kind of person who has spent so much time building a version of themselves that isn't really who they are. If they suddenly started showing their romantic side or opening up about their emotions, the people around them might actually be shocked, like, what's going on with them? It's almost like they've created this character to protect their true, authentic self. Deep down, though, they're incredibly sensitive. Their heart is full of emotions, but the version they show to the world is the complete opposite. It's all tough, guarded, and emotionless, like they're trying to convince everyone, maybe even themselves, that they don't feel anything. But underneath it all, there's so much depth and vulnerability just waiting to be seen. You know, this person deep down is so loving, but the character they've built for themselves, it's the complete opposite. It's like they've created this mask that's almost cold, even hateful at times. They've tried to shut off their emotions, to act like they don't care about anyone or anything. But let me tell you, that's not who they really are. The truth is, they've gotten so lost in this character they've created that they don't even recognize their true self anymore. They've spent years trying to bury the real version of themselves, trying to replace it with someone completely different. And now, it's like they've forgotten who they truly are. They make choices based on other people's opinions, chasing validation from everyone around them. And when it comes to you, they're at a complete loss. They don't know what to do because, let's be real, they're getting all these signs about you. They feel something so deep for you, something they can't ignore, but they don't know how to handle it. This person loves you, like they really love you. They can't hide it, even though they've tried. They're always thinking about you, checking on you in some way, regretting their actions, and honestly, feeling embarrassed about everything that's happened. But here's their biggest struggle. They're so scared of what people around them might think. They're terrified of stepping out of this role they've played for so long, scared of looking out of character. That fear is holding them back, even though their heart is pulling them toward you. There's someone close to them who knows the truth, knows that they love you. And it's almost like this person doesn't even know what to do with that. They know it's real, but they don't want to admit it. It's so out of character for them. Right now, they're really struggling. They're unhappy, deeply unhappy, because it's all starting to weigh on them. They're looking at everything they've done or haven't done and feeling like they've fallen short. When I say you're resilient, I mean it. You're independent, you handle everything with so much strength and grace, and people notice that about you. You're admired for being someone who doesn't just dream, you achieve. There's almost nothing you can't have because when you set your mind to something, you make it happen. You're unique, you're powerful, and you have this incredible energy about you. That's why they're so intimidated. You're also known for being real, like really truly authentic. And they can't relate to that. They don't even know how to be authentic because their whole persona, the way they present themselves, it's not real. It's like they're putting on a mask, and deep down, they're not comfortable showing their true self. Moving on, I just drew the envy card, and it aligns so strongly with the energy coming through. This person feels like you, and they aren't on the same wavelength right now. You're someone who is so real, so authentic, and they're struggling because they've been hiding behind a mask for so long. It's like they've forgotten who they truly are. But here's the thing. You have this incredible ability to bring them back to their truth. Just by being yourself, you inspire them to want to grow and become better. Yet, they're holding on to this facade, caring so much about how others see them. The impression they've left on you hasn't been the best. They know that. They act this way on purpose, almost like they're afraid of letting you see their vulnerable side. What's undeniable, though, is that your connection wasn't random. You came into their life for a reason. They can't stop thinking about you, and everywhere they look, they're reminded of you. You've awakened something inside them that they can't ignore. And let's be honest, you are the spark for their healing, the reason they're being pushed to face themselves. Even if they're not fully ready yet, the impact you've made on their life is something they'll never forget. The last card that came through is Healing and Balance, and it's such a beautiful reminder of where this connection is right now. This person will always feel drawn to you, but they need to step into their own healing. Right now, they're stuck in a cycle of self-sabotage, making choices that hold them back and, for some, even damaging their reputation. This is someone who carries a player energy, and they know it. Whether it's being unfaithful, dating around, or avoiding accountability in their relationships, they're fully aware of the patterns that have shaped their life. But here's the thing. While they struggle with this, your energy stands in stark contrast. You are someone who radiates authenticity and light. Your reputation is solid, your heart is open, and people genuinely love and respect you. This person, wow. It's like their true self, the part of them they keep hidden, is what you connect with so deeply. That's the version of them you resonate with, the real them, not the mask they show to the world. They don't let that true self come out. Instead, they've built up this fake persona, and you don't connect with that at all. And honestly, they need to tell you the truth. They need to open up about what they're feeling, because keeping it all bottled up is only hurting them. It's like they're sabotaging themselves by holding it all inside. But here's what I'm picking up. This person is struggling to express their emotions. They've hurt people in the past, told lies, and now it's all catching up to them. Everything they've avoided is hitting them at once. And yet, even in the most painful situations, they'll still say that they're fine. I keep hearing, everything is fine. That's the energy they carry. They could be going through the hardest emotional or physical pain, but they'll still try to act like it doesn't affect them. They want to appear so strong, so resilient, even when they're falling apart inside. This is someone who distracts themselves instead of dealing with their feelings. And here's what's coming through. They missed their chance. Actually, not just one chance, they missed two. They had opportunities to be honest, to share what's in their heart, and they let both of them slip by. It's like this person is holding on to so much, and they need to express their emotions for their own good, but I can see them getting in their own way. They have this habit of sabotaging the good things in their life. If something feels too good, they push it away. And honestly, I feel like this comes from a place of deep anger at themselves. Right now, they feel like they can't face you. Being around you brings out emotions they can't control, emotions they've been trying to bury for so long. It's almost like they can't keep up their usual facade when they're with you. You see right through them, and that scares them. It's why they're avoiding you. You came into their life for a reason. You were meant to help them, to show them a way out of the dark place they've been stuck in. And when you met, it was the perfect moment for that. But instead of accepting the light you offered, they turned their back on it. They missed the opportunity, and now they regret it every single day. This person chose to stay in their darkness, and that's a choice they keep making. I'm picking up on someone who has been so consumed by their pain and shadows that they've gone even deeper into it. When they were around you, you brought something they weren't used to. You opened their heart. And because they've been so closed off for so long, it showed up as physical pain, like heaviness in their chest. Their heart chakra is so blocked that feeling it open, even a little, was overwhelming for them. Okay, this feels like a beautiful place to close the reading. They know exactly what you brought into their life, the light, the love, and the hope, even if they weren't ready to accept it at the time. And that's something they can never forget. If this message resonated with you, let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye for now.